Today's a big day with information about shipping and receiving and an exciting unboxing. It's our first unboxing of 2024. I don't know how many we'll have this year, but it was really exciting, and I hope you look forward to that. So this past week, we asked you to submit names for this guy. He is an albino Kenyan red African house snake. And not only is he really pretty and friendly, he is now Cheddar Bob. Thank you for all of your name submissions. It was a lot of fun to go through them, and I really look forward to doing this on a regular basis. So this week, the animal that was unboxed is the animal that you can submit name suggestions, and you'll be able to submit those on Instagram, Facebook, as well as here at YouTube. And I look forward to picking out the name and revealing it next week. And before we get to the exciting stuff, I wanted to talk to you briefly about shipping and receiving. So it's a lot more complicated than a lot of people think. And on my end, for shipping, the first thing that I'm going to do is get a strong box. These ones are actually sold all ready to go for live animals. And there's a wide variety of companies that sell these. Legally, you have to include a label that has the amount of animals in their box and their species, both by common name and scientific name. And if you buy a box from a company that's all printed and ready to go, then it will have that label attached. You can also get stickers or print out copies to make sure that you are legally sending your animals. Then the box is lined with insulation, and in a lifetime ago, in a land far, far away, Texas, we would breed and ship fish, and this was, I don't know if these types of things existed or not. We shipped them USPS through Priority Mail, and we had to cut our own insulation to line the boxes. Now you buy a whole kit and it comes together, but you do have to stuff all those pieces in there. And then you poke ventilation holes into it so that it's getting plenty of air. You definitely want that if you're sending this with a heat pack, because the heat packs absorb air, and then your reptile might not have enough to make the trip. Today I'm shipping out isopods. This box is a little small for reptiles and springtails, so both of those species will fit comfortably in this box and safely arrive to their destination. Now, I ship hub to hub is what it's called when I ship reptiles. And what that means is I pack up my box and I drive it to our local FedEx hub, which happens to be an hour away from me. And then the person on the other end is going to drive to their local hub, which may or may not be closer. The one in Myrtle Beach was only 15 minutes from us. That's the big thing that we gave up when we moved here. And then they have to provide their ID to collect their box. And then they go home with their reptile and it's all set. For isopods, I feel fine shipping them to a person's door as long as the weather's warm enough. They're at much lower risk, and well, I certainly hope that none of them perish in the process. It's a little less sad than it would be if it was a reptile. So now some customers really balk at the idea of having to go to the FedEx hub, and this can be because it's inconvenient. You got to find the time to do it, and it can also be because the FedEx hub could be really far away. Sometimes I'll make exceptions, but for the safety of the animal, it really is best for it to go to the FedEx hub. If you think about how FedEx service works, it would go to the hub anyway, and it would get put on the back of a truck, and there it might be tossed around as the FedEx driver looks for packages, as he makes stops, and the back of the truck isn't going to be heated or cooled, so it's going to have more extreme temperatures, whereas at the hub, it's going to sit in an air-conditioned office waiting for you to come pick it up. I do totally understand how inconvenient that is. I'm hoping that Thursday we'll be driving up to our FedEx hub to get our newest reptile, which I'm hoping is something that you'll have fun watching me unbox, because I'm certainly excited about it. At some point, I'll probably do a tutorial for it. Anybody who's actually interested in learning how to ship these, because this is definitely not a thorough tutorial or a step-by-step how-to. But it's interesting to know what the person on the other end is doing with your package, and it might give you a little more understanding about why they're like, hey, will you ship to the FedEx hub? It's way better. Yeah. So I'm going to pack up the Isopods now. I hope you have a wonderful day. Oh, and hopefully that unboxing is happening now. We are in my husband's office today because the day has finally arrived. So while everybody was shopping for appliances and electronics and furniture and presents back at Black Friday, I actually bought this. And because of holiday shipping, where it's not a good idea to ship live animals after the Black Friday rush because there's so many packages in the system that your animal can get lost or stuck in the FedEx system. So because of that, and then the how cold January has been, this box is just now able to be shipped from Oregon to here, and it arrived at our local FedEx. So I talked about picking up from your local FedEx hub, and for us, that is actually an hour drive each way. So it's been a long morning, but we finally have this package to open here and now. And I, of course, have no good setup here in my husband's office for videoing that. So we're going to do it really carefully. So live animals are shipped through FedEx via a third-party company. So FedEx doesn't actually allow live animals, which means you have to order your label through a company like Ship Your Reptiles or Redline Shipping. And we talked about making sure that you were labeling them with the species name and what's in the box. Oops, that probably just gave you a clue as to what we were getting today. Then when it's cold, you'll actually tape a heat pack to the roof of the box to make sure the animal stays warm. I don't always do this with Isopods because they can handle cooler temperatures a lot better. And here is our long-awaited newest Danielle's critter. And this is a critter without a name, so I'd love your guys' name suggestions. It went so well last week. And it was a lot of fun. So we'll definitely want to see what you have to say about naming this guy. So he is demonstrating really, really, really well where the name ball python comes from, because he's really stressed out. So when they're stressed, their defense mechanism is to hide their head in the middle of a ball. And this guy here is a Orange Dream Banana Pied. Here, I'll sit down so you can see me. I'm super excited to pair him with some of my Pied girls, or Het Pied girls, later in the year. I remember telling my daughter when she was considering getting a ball python that if I ever got a ball python, it would either be a banana or a pied. So I was super excited that we bought this guy, especially since we do have a couple of pieds, but so I'm feeling him loosening up. I don't know if you can tell that on camera, but I was hoping that his head would come out. Will you peek at us? Come peek. You're okay. Come on. Apparently, we're going to have to wait to find his head. But I'll get you either a picture or a video later. So Banana gets these little spots as they get older, just like a banana that is ripening. And Some people panic and thinking they're mites, but I think they're kind of cool. My husband was like, eh. And we're going to actually pair him to our Orange Dream pied female, hoping for some super orange dreams. And I'm not sure what other girls we'll pair him with yet. We gotta make sure everybody's eating good, including him, so we'll see how that goes. Come on, little guy. Come on out. Yeah, you're safe. It's all good. You come out and play with me? Before I put you in your quarantine space? Huh? Come on. You're not going to come out more than that? What if we gently tug on your tail here? Hmm? There you go. Yeah. See? The world's not so scary. Yeah, you're so pretty.